is Scorecard, and here today we are still on our series, the COVID-19 Busters. Today we are in a local government that has caught a prestigious name for itself in the last 4 decades or more, and they are still doing everything possible to maintain the prestigious name. I'm not going to reveal the local government yet because we had been here before, and when we came here, that was when he celebrated the 2nd year in office. We came to showcase his achievements so far then. And today on the program, we are still going to touch some of the successes he had attained after our last visit here. That is when we are through with discussing about the COVID-19 busting strategies of these local governments. My name is Wumi Ayeni, and I'm going to take this time out now. When we come back, the chairman is going to be seated with me, and then I'm going to have a lovely tete-a-tete with him. He's a young man. He's doing all what he could in order to make a little London out of this community. See you in just a jiffy. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is Scorecard, and we are still on our COVID-19 Busters series. Today, like I said a while ago, we are in a local government that holds a very prestigious name here in Lagos State, and it's a very old local government, and the local government can boast of musicians, top musicians, actors, actresses, and government functionaries that have really caught a niche for themselves when we talk about politics and governance. So today we are back to that local government, and we are here in our COVID-19 Busters series to see what the chairman and his team in this local government are doing to really combat the world-dreaded coronavirus. And also we shall touch other areas. How has the local government progressed in the last 1 year or thereabouts that we came here? What have been his achievements after the spontaneous achievements we recorded the last time we came here? He's young, he's charming, he's active, he's always in the news on a daily basis, and that no one can take away from him. Let me just keep you in suspense without much ado. My guest is Honorable Valentine Oluwase Ibrahim. It was so nice having you on the program today. I must say you even look younger than the last time I came here. What's your secret?
Well, thank God for everything.
All right. Now, we are here because we were asked to touch those local governments that were selected for us to handle, and we had been to 13 of them after for this COVID-19 Buster series. Now we want to talk about the coronavirus pandemic. When it broke out, what did the local government do to sensitize the people to knowing the nature of this disease and how they can keep themselves safe?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to thank God Almighty for giving us a day like this, and also want to give all my gratitude to our governor, the incident governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Oshasowolu, for the proactiveness when the pandemic struck in the country, and the proactiveness of the governor really saved the day, because as we speak now, there's calmness across the country as regards the COVID-19, though it's not fully out of the country, but at least we have received a lot of assurance now that very soon the COVID-19 will be off the country. And looking at the present numbers now, across the country, less than even 100 have been recorded in the recent past. That shows that the fight against COVID-19 across board is a success, from the state government to the federal government and down to the local government. When the pandemic struck, like it shook the whole world by surprise, and to our governor, the state governor, who took proactiveness along the Commissioner for Health, has also saved the day. And when we get down to the local government, we quickly sensitize our people to the CDC, the CDA, the religious leaders, the CAN, the Islamic body, then the estate associations, and also the stakeholders, the NANTA, the tailor, so many artisan groups and professional groups, and also to marketer and the rest of them. We call them to sensitize them on the new sheriff in town called COVID-19, the danger in it, what it represents. We are able to do enough highly mobilized, sensitized people so that they can be aware of COVID-19 and also the protocols. And that with the protocols, we can easily get rid of the COVID-19 out of our country. And with the compliance of people now across board now, the number has drastically reduced. And we can say that we prepare for it, we fight it together, and we are achieving the result we are getting today. During the pandemic, like I said, after the sensitization of people on awareness of the COVID-19, we also made provision of the palliatives, particularly the food palliatives, to the teeming populations in the local government, the needy, the poor, the vulnerable, and the people that could not afford if ordinary square meal, talk of 2 square meal a day, we are duly catered for across board and to the structure that we have in hand, which is the CDC, the religious body, CAN, Islamic body, the association bodies like that. It was able to get to the new category of local government that people felt the impact of government as regards COVID-19. The one we get from state to our baby governor, Mr. Wabili, who are taken down to people, and also the one we do at our own level as a third tier of government we do, and also other associates and different establishments, different companies supported the government at this level to cater for the people, and which go down well with the residents of our board of local government as regards COVID-19. And we also taking proactiveness in the area of the resident doctors, the NCDC, that was sent to Amuwo Odofin. We provided them with accommodation because then there was lockdown. We had to provide them with accommodation and feeding, and we also provided them with logistics. We bought them a vehicle, a mini bus, to move them around, to do their necessary survey and get the data of the patients and the people that are suspected to be COVID-19 positive. So all those things were the ones that save us from the pandemic further spread into the local government level. And to that effect, we are all involved the stakeholders that are necessary to make sure that we quickly nip it in the bud before it gets out of hand. And to the glory of God, it was successfully handled. That today people now work freely and taking the precaution and the protocols into daily activities, daily duties, that we now get use of it now. So to the glory of God, in Amuwo Odofin, even when it was mentioned among the 18 local governments that have the high incident cases of COVID-19, we also took proactiveness measure to ensure that we quickly stop the further spread of COVID-19 within our country, because we cannot afford the lockdown as a local government by federal government. So we do the needful, and to the glory of God, with the compliance of the people and the community and the business hub, the community. We also organize seminars for business hubs. We organize seminars for marketers. We organize seminars for day 2 and big businesses. Still look at cleaning of local government in our council here, where the protocols were taught. We took the resource person from the safety commission in Lagos State here. We came to address them and also train them on how they can observe the protocol without affecting their pockets, and also that it's not about body, but it's about swift measurement of COVID-19 protocols, so that it will stop the further spread of COVID-19 within the nook and cranny of our local government. So it was well spread out, it was well handled, and today success is ours.
Yeah, you're still on Scorecard, and we're still talking about COVID-19 on our COVID-19 Buster series. Today we are in Amuwo Odofin local government area of Lagos State, and I've been having a tete-a-tete with the chairman where we are discussing what he did in order to combat the dreaded coronavirus in this community. Chairman, being a posh area that you have here, that's talking about the first stack and Would you say the people actually yielded to the fact that they need to come and get themselves tested? Or how did you encourage the people to get tested for this disease?
Well, thank you very much. Knowing fully well that Amuwo Odofin is a cosmopolitan local government that have all the nationalities domiciled in the local government, and they are also educated and enlightened people, and they know the danger it poses to have COVID-19 without taking care of yourself. So Amuwo Odofin is one of the center in Badagry division where people come to get tested, and the results, the tests are taken to the lab, to NCC lab, where the results be given to the individual. So we did enough sanitation on that, and we also mobilized towards that for people to come out and get tested and get the results through their cell phone directly from the NCDC lab, and that was able to also give them leverage to know their health status, because this ailment is if not treated, could damage part of the body which can lead to death. So because of that awareness, people turn out to do the test. It's a private thing, it's personal things. It's you and the lab that will get your result to your personal phone. So it's not as your neighbor will know the result of your test. So people, it's highly confidential anyway. That's what I'm going to. People willingly be trooped out to get to take the sample, and they get the results on their personal phone contact. And to that extent, it gives us a relief as a government that people are adjusted to our advice or directive, and to keep safe and to reduce further spread of COVID-19 within the neighborhood, and to the glory of God, because like I said, these are enlightened people, these are educatedly exposed people, and they know the dangers the COVID-19 poses to individual families and friends. So they need to advise, and to the glory of God, to the number drastically, even not to zero level.
Yeah, I'm still talking with the chairman of Amuwo Odofin local government area here in Lagos State, and you've been my guest here today, and you can hear what he has been saying so far concerning his activities towards combating the dreaded COVID-19 out of this posh area. You need to be here to see the beauty of this place. I don't know, maybe that should be a credit given to him, because we drove here smoothly and we had a jolly well ride. Chairman, now let's still look at during the lockdown. We know people were cash-strapped. It even got to a point that most people could not afford to buy the imported nose guides. What did you do? What were those items, that you shared in this local government in order to cushion the harsh effects of this disease? And then we now talk about the programs you have laid on ground, because the lockdown is over, even the schools are preparing to resume. What are the programs you have laid on ground to reassess the situation so that you could quickly arrest any negative situation that comes on hand?
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, during the pandemic, like I said earlier, we made provision for food palliative to the teeming population in Amuwo Odofin government. Likewise, the protocols measure, the hand sanitizer, we bought hand sanitizer to CDC. We share hand sanitizer to various houses, and also make provision of nose masks, customized in our logo, our face masks, which also were given to the stakeholders, like I said, the CDC. In CDC is Community Development Committee, which have CDA under them. So through CDA, it cut across to the local training of local government. And we used to about that. We also make use of the resident association, which are similar in nature to CDA, so that it can get to the people that need this thing. And we also use the religious body. We have the Christian Association of Nigeria, and also the League of Imam for the Islamic body, to channel it through them again, which gets to all the mosques and also to church members within their locality. And also make soap, this hand wash soap, to show that, because there's a lockdown, because there's so many people can have money to buy. So we may also provide for this liquid soap to wash their hand along with water, and also with sanitizer. That we have provided for them. And what we did also too was that during the lockdown too, we make provision for 2 Sienna vehicles for the Nigerian police during the lockdown to assist them, in keeping the lockdown process a success. That really make sure that nobody, except your essential duty, that you can ride your vehicle on the street of the road. If you're not on an official or on essential worker, then automatically, once you cannot answer those questions, they were arrested and taken to the station. So we provided vehicle for them, for the police to move around and the localities, so that people can comply with the set down rules to know it's our own safe. Yeah. To save us. People are not used to staying at home. We understand that. But for the time being that we are given to stay at home, let's oblige for us to reduce this disease that can kill people. So through that, we are able to achieve a success. So we also provide them, like I said, we put them in face masks, branded face masks, sanitizer, liquid and soap for hand wash, and also in our local government here and other public area, we provide them with one tap. I provide them with soap so that you can wash your hand regularly with soap anytime. Maybe you have contact with people one way or the other. You wash your hand with that soap, and also if there's no water in that area, we provide sanitizer that you can use to clean hands, so that no more transfer it to anyone. Yeah. There also too, as the school prepared to resume, during the lockdown, we took the advantage to renovate most of the schools now, and they are entering now. Most of them are entering into the new schools now in the amount of local government, and we also make provision of benches, desks, and table, and also for their teachers, chair and table, so that as they're coming in now, those are provided. Then also we called all the teachers last week, all the teachers in each of public schools in all the local government, we provided them with face masks, branded face masks, and also a chart. A chart that display the protocols, so that though we are aware that the people are aware, that's why we are asked to stay at home, but to awaken their consciousness that it's not over. So as I resuming, those charts will be placed at the conspicuous area where they can read it, to keep them abreast that we are saying in COVID-19 the protocols too must be maintained and sustained. So we have done that, and we have told them that we are providing them with buckets and also basin for water. We are providing them with soap, and we are providing them with sanitizer to all public schools, so that we the one state government to give them ticket, but we don't want to wait for state government to vet it before we do it, because they resume anytime from now, and we wanted them to be safe. Even as they are resuming the academic career, they must be safe and be protected, because we are the parents that can protect them as government, and also we are employing teachers to take time to be sure that the pupils undergo the social distancing, the protocols that's necessary for them to be safe during their academic career as they are resuming school.
All right, we're still on scorecard, and now we have to talk about the achievements, how far the local government had progressed since the last time we came here. That should be over a year now. So we want to talk about its achievements. When we came here, as usual on scorecard, we used to talk about 4 key areas of development: the infrastructure, the education, the environment, and then the human and healthcare development of all our communities in Lagos State. So, but now on this program, at this very moment, we just want to talk about the chairman to talk about these 4 key areas at random, what he had done, how the local government had moved on since the last time we came here.
Well, I will start from health. Presently, as we're speaking now, we have renovated almost all our property health care.
Wow.
The one that's ongoing now is the one by Sabokoji in the Ivan area, where we are renovating the one of our PSC there. We have done the PSC in Festac here, and we are building ultramodern PSC right here in the compound, this secretariat.
Okay.
It's about 2-story building that we call a mini general hospital.
Wow.
It's ongoing. The project is ongoing. By this weekend, they'll be casting the second floor.
Okay.
The second floor is a 2-story building, like I said. They'll cast the second floor. And when that is done, they'll get to the roof. Before you know it, the whole place will be, the whole building will be completed.
That's gigantic.
Yes, and also we embark also on this free fiber surgery.
Okay.
For 30 patients that are carrying this ugly incident called fibroid. Up to 10 years experience, 11 years experience. Today they count their success. The operation was successfully carried out, and all of them have been succeeded. And today some are even got pregnant along the line.
Okay.
And which fibroids is a threat to them oncoming baby. And they contest, and in the process most of the parents lost the pregnancy. So with that now they are safe to conceive without any hindrances. We did that along the line. So we also embark on security, because security is very key.
Very, very.
I said during the COVID-19, we brought 2 senior vehicles to the Nigerian police to enhance their activities as combating crime in local government, which is successfully done. And the era of kidnapping, the era of armed robbery, the era of raping has gone in our local government since my inception to government, with my support and cooperation with the security operatives, 15 the rank and file of local government, the security operatives are the NSCDC, the Nigerian Army,
okay.
The Nigerian Police, the DSS, all of them. We are working together, synergizing together to get this results, because we provide them with logistics and everything they need to combat. We provide them, we repair their vehicles. We bought new vehicles for them. We bought even mini buses for them. We bought even Okada for them to chase crime. And they've done that successfully. That's why in a mode of today, people can sleep with their 2 eyes closed in their viewers as it's unlike before. That we hear 1 million boys and that. In the history of Amuwo Odofin, since my inception, it has never been like that again. We have been living in a safe and secured environment. And also in the area of environment, we are doing the needful. We are cutting down grasses, overgrown grasses.
Okay.
We have road manager that sweep our roads regularly on a daily basis, and we also have people that manage our lawn, apart from the weed. People that manage our lawn now, we are dressing the lawn, the median now, to make the environment to look beautiful. And we also do safety, both underground sewage, primary sewage, secondary and tertiary sewage. They are all encompassing, which we are working tirelessly on them. That's why whenever rain falls now, we take the off an eye. 30 minutes highest, they find their way. And Amuwo Odofin has not been submerged again before we came into office. And at that, we are able to handle the issue of environment with topmost care. And also on infrastructure. We have renovated almost all our primary schools in Amuwo Odofin. Yes. And we can see the model is there now. That's the model you are seeing. The same thing we see in any of our primary schools. The same model. We change it from the Jakonde era now to the modern school. Even now that there are schools compete with private schools in terms of standards, in terms of structure now. We do normal, with what we did now, instead of terrazzo now we use tiles.
Wow.
To surface, the floor, to make the place look
Attractive.
attractive, and for them to study under a conducive atmosphere. We also embark on road rehabilitation, massive road rehabilitation in Amuwo Odofin, particularly in Festac and in Maitu, that are uplands. We have Riverine leader too. Even up to Abulado, that is upland. Infrastructure is ongoing there. In fact, in any of the wards and local governments, you will see one work or the other going on.
You've heard it all from the horse's mouth. That's talking about the chairman of Amuwo Odofin. local government area. You have heard all the achievements that he had recorded even after our last visit here. And I must say that even before we got here, we drove around this community, and then I must say he is actually working, because his handwriting is all over the place, every nook and cranny of this local government. And as usual, we are still going to discuss with the vice chairman of this local government and also the council manager of this local government. Those are the three major personalities controlling this community today. And then we want to hear them out, whether they're going to support the chairman, what he had told us in his office, or they have added information to reel off to us. This is Fumi Ayeni. So from there, we shall be saying our normal bye-bye on Scorecard this week. So next time is another beautiful time to catch up with us. See you then.
Before the coming of the chairman, the local government has been seen as a violent local government. People raise arms against one another for one thing or the other, and why? It is because so many people, so many youths who are members of the local government did not really see government intervention in their livelihood. So they are always upset with government policies and interests. But it's coming in. He decided to harmonize all the youths, all the groups, to give them a sense of belonging in government. An open door policy that allows the youth to come and contribute their own quota in making the local government a better place for all of us. Therefore, so many of the youth have been engaged in one activity or the other, giving them their means of livelihood to continue to exist as people who are actually residents of the local government.
The government has done a lot as regards the issue of COVID-19. Initially, when the issue came on board, the executive chairman quickly rallied around through his ESCO and made a lot of effort in sensitizing the people, the entire people of Amuwo Odofin, from one community to the other, including the riverine. Then we have prints of inscription concerning COVID-19 and how we can live with it. All the necessary precautions that are expected to be made by people were so explicit in the bills. We go from one market to the other, each day activity from one zone to the other, and in the course of that, we were able to sensitize a lot of people about the pandemic.